When we think of a veteran, the image that often comes to mind is, let's face it, often incomplete and outdated. It's a picture that doesn't fully represent the diverse reality of those who have served our nation. We need to broaden our understanding and acknowledge the evolving face of our veteran community. Today, that picture is changing, and it's changing rapidly. The demographics of our armed forces are shifting, bringing new perspectives and experiences to the veteran population. Women are now one of the fastest-growing groups of veterans in the U.S., a testament to their increasing presence and vital contributions to our military. Their numbers are not just statistics, they represent a significant shift in the landscape of veteran affairs. Over 2 million women veterans live among us, in our communities, our neighborhoods, and our families. They are our mothers, sisters, daughters, and friends. Each a testament to courage, resilience, and profound sacrifice. Their service has shaped them, and their experiences deserve our utmost respect and recognition. They've served in every conflict, from the front lines to vital support roles, shattered barriers that once seemed insurmountable, and redefined what it means to serve, demonstrating unwavering commitment and leadership in the face of adversity. They have proven that service knows no gender. Yet the systems built to support veterans were designed for a different era, an era when the image of a veteran was predominantly male. This has resulted in a system that often overlooks or inadequately addresses the specific needs of women veterans, often leaving women to navigate unique challenges alone, facing systemic biases, and a lack of tailored resources. This isolation can exacerbate the difficulties they face in transitioning to civilian life. As more women transition to civilian life, the need for specialized support becomes increasingly critical. Their unique needs and experiences, shaped by their service and gender, demand our immediate and sustained attention. We must listen to their voices and understand the specific challenges they face. The journey doesn't end when the uniform comes off. In many ways, that's just the beginning of a new chapter. For many, that's when new challenges begin, as they navigate the complexities of reintegration, employment, healthcare, and family life. We must update our understanding and our commitment to ensure that our policies and programs are inclusive, equitable, and responsive to the needs of all veterans, regardless of gender. Supporting women veterans is not just the right thing to do, it's a national imperative that strengthens our communities and honors their service. Their success reflects our country's character, our values, and our commitment to those who have defended our freedoms. Resilience shouldn't be their only tool. They shouldn't have to rely solely on their inner strength to overcome systemic barriers. They deserve systems and policies that truly work for them, providing the resources and support they need to thrive. It's time to build a future where women veterans are seen, heard, valued, and fully supported in every aspect of their lives. The tide is rising, a wave of change is upon us, bringing greater awareness and understanding of the contributions and needs of women veterans. Let's rise with it, embracing this opportunity to create a more equitable and supportive environment for all who have served. For too long, women veterans have been hidden by incomplete data. When we don't collect gender-specific information, their unique challenges vanish into the averages. Healthcare is a prime example. Women's needs, from reproductive health to chronic pain, are often overlooked. Mental health impacts, especially PTSD from military sexual trauma, aren't tracked with the precision needed for effective care. Homelessness among women veterans is often invisible, making targeted support nearly impossible. Without accurate, gender-specific data, we can't design programs or ensure benefits are delivered fairly. It's time to see the full reality of their post-service journey. Data gaps aren't just abstract numbers on a page, they represent something far more profound. They signify a failure to see, to understand, and to adequately support an entire segment of our veteran population. They're real women, with real stories, real sacrifices, and real needs that are too often overlooked. These are mothers, daughters, sisters, friends, and patriots who have served our nation with honor and distinction. They are left unseen, unheard, and unsupported by the very systems that were specifically designed to care for them after their service. This lack of visibility has tangible and devastating consequences. Many women veterans feel invisible within a system that was historically built around the experiences of men. They struggle to find resources and support that are tailored to their unique needs and challenges. Too often their service and their struggles are dismissed or minimized, leading to feelings of frustration, alienation, and a sense that their contributions are not fully valued. Imagine seeking care at a VA hospital that isn't adequately equipped to address women's specific health concerns. From reproductive health to gender-specific mental health needs. Imagine feeling out of place, or even unsafe, in a waiting room filled predominantly with men, where your experiences and concerns are not readily understood. This feeling of discouragement, of not belonging, leads some women to avoid seeking care at the VA altogether, even when they desperately need it. This avoidance puts them at serious risk, potentially jeopardizing their physical and mental health, and preventing them from receiving the vital care they have earned. Furthermore, survivors of military sexual trauma, or MST, often face incredibly difficult and emotionally taxing uphill battles to gain recognition for their trauma and to receive fair compensation for the harm they have suffered. They are often forced to relive the most painful experiences of their lives, recounting their trauma in detail in order to prove their case and receive the benefits they deserve. These unfair denials aren't just financial setbacks, they inflict deep emotional wounds, reinforcing feelings of betrayal and invalidation. The exclusion of women veterans from crucial veteran programs and employment resources further exacerbates their challenges, deepening their sense of isolation and making it even harder for them to reintegrate into civilian life and thrive. The cumulative effect of these systemic failures is a heavy emotional burden for women veterans to carry, a constant and painful reminder that their service and sacrifices are not fully recognized or valued by the nation they served. This, ultimately, is the devastating human cost of invisibility. It's a cost we can no longer afford to ignore. We simply cannot afford to let this injustice continue. We must commit to seeing, hearing, and supporting our women veterans, ensuring they receive the recognition, care, and respect they have rightfully earned. Good data is the foundation for real change. When we collect accurate, gender-specific statistics, we move from guesswork to action. Data reveals where systems fail and how to fix them, transforming stories into undeniable proof. With better data, Virginia clinics can be equipped for women's health, and mental health programs can address unique triggers. Accurate numbers on homelessness allow for targeted resources and safer shelters for women and children. Data exposes biases in disability claims, ensuring fair treatment for conditions like MST-related PTSD. Outreach and employment programs can be tailored for women veterans. Better data means better policies and better care, and a fairer future. It's the key to unlocking equality for every woman who served. The discharge process can be a barrier for many women veterans. Historically, women have received less than honorable discharges for reasons like pregnancy or trauma-related behavior, locking them out of vital benefits. These discharges often feel like punishment for their biology or a second wound after military sexual trauma. Correcting these injustices is slow and complex, requiring appeals that many give up on. Tracking discharge reasons by gender exposes patterns of bias and drives policy change. Streamlined review processes can help those unfairly discharged. Women often have to fight harder to prove service-connected injuries, especially for MST. Advocacy is pushing for a system that truly honors women's service regardless of discharge circumstances. Military sexual trauma, or MST, is a hidden epidemic. Women are disproportionately affected. Survivors often stay silent out of fear, carrying trauma that impacts their health and trust for years. When they seek help, the system can be unprepared, forcing them to relive trauma to prove their case. Collecting data on MST's prevalence and impact is crucial. It drives prevention, better care, and policy reform. Advocacy and survivor stories are breaking the silence, demanding accountability and support. Campaigns like #MestAwareness are building community and pushing for change. Every story and statistic is a step toward justice and healing. The winds of change are undeniably blowing, and at the forefront of this movement are dedicated advocacy groups. These organizations are the engines driving progress, pushing for reforms, and ensuring the voices of veterans are heard loud and clear. This powerful wave of change is led by the very people who have served, their families who have sacrificed alongside them, and passionate citizens who believe in justice and equality for all. They understand the unique challenges faced by veterans and are committed to making a difference. These organizations don't just point out problems, they actively build solutions, crafting innovative approaches to address the systemic issues that affect veterans' lives. They understand the importance of community and create vital support networks, providing a safe space for veterans to connect, share their experiences, and find solace in shared understanding. These networks are crucial for healing and reintegration, and when necessary they fearlessly challenge the status quo, holding institutions accountable and demanding the changes that veterans deserve. They are not afraid to speak truth to power. Take for example the impactful #Reasonable Ranks campaign, powerfully led by the Covenant of Courage. This organization stands as a beacon of hope and a testament to the power of focused advocacy. This campaign shines a light on the often overlooked injustice faced by trainees, those who dedicate themselves to service from the very beginning. It specifically addresses the plight of those discharged due to injury or illness, a situation that disproportionately affects women who often face unique challenges within the military system. They tirelessly advocate for allowing injured trainees to continue serving in new roles, finding ways to utilize their skills and dedication even with physical limitations. This ensures they can continue to contribute to the military community while earning the benefits they rightfully deserve for their commitment and sacrifice. Through strategic awareness campaigns, powerful testimonials from those directly affected, and persistent policy advocacy at all levels of government, #Reasonable Ranks is not just raising awareness, it's actively changing the conversation, shifting perspectives and paving the way for meaningful reform. Beyond specific campaigns, these groups serve as vital hubs, connecting veterans with each other, fostering a sense of camaraderie and shared purpose. They also conduct crucial research, gathering data and analyzing trends to better understand the challenges facing veterans and inform effective solutions. And perhaps most importantly, they empower everyday citizens to demand better from their elected officials and from society as a whole, creating a groundswell of support for veterans' issues. Their collective work serves as a powerful reminder that collective action, when fueled by passion and a commitment to justice, can overcome even the toughest challenges, dismantling systemic barriers and creating a more equitable society for those who have served. Through their tireless efforts, they're not just improving individual lives, they're setting a new standard of care and fostering a deeper sense of respect for all who have bravely chosen to serve our nation, regardless of their background or experience. And as we strive for a more just and equitable future, let us remember that our sisters in arms, who have often faced unique challenges and sacrifices, deserve nothing less than our unwavering support and gratitude. Supporting women veterans is everyone's responsibility. You don't need to be an expert, just willing to listen, learn, and act. Start by seeing and acknowledging women veterans in your community. Support campaigns like #Reasonable Ranks by signing petitions for fairer discharge policies. Educate yourself, read stories, understand the data, and share what you learn. Use social media to amplify the conversation and break the silence. Employers can recruit and hire women veterans. Organizations can ensure their programs are inclusive. When you meet a woman veteran, thank her and let her know she's seen and valued. Small acts of recognition, multiplied across the nation, create lasting support. Together, we can build a culture that truly honors their service. We stand at a crossroads. Will we let women veterans remain invisible, or will we promise them justice and support? The future begins with a commitment to gather and act on gender-specific data. We must demand that institutions collect and use this information to build better policies and programs, but data isn't enough. We must amplify women veterans' voices and listen with empathy. Their stories are the heart of this movement. Our values are reflected in how we treat those who served. Let's vow that women veterans will never again be invisible. Their service will be honored, their sacrifices recognized, and their futures bright. This is our charge. Let's begin today.